Former Governor Mike Huckabee, former governor of Arkansas, Fox News contributor. Governor, good morning to you. I want to show you the New York Post cover if you haven't seen it yet today. It reads simply, "You're grounded." Are they playing checkers or are they playing chess?
They're playing hardball, Bill, and that's the game that Nancy Pelosi started when she took the unprecedented step of saying, don't come over to the House for the State of the Union because it may not be safe, even though she never checked with anybody to see whether there was a problem with security. So when you start that game, you better understand that Donald Trump is always going to play on the same level of field. He's just going to play as rough as anybody else plays. And anyone who didn't get that during the presidential process and watch him excoriate 16 candidates, including me, or watch him take down Hillary Clinton, why don't people understand this? He is not a guy that runs over to the corner and bites his lip and puts a tear in his eye. He's going to come out swinging. And I thought it was the appropriate response. I thought it was not only appropriate, and I thought it was very revealing that they were going to go on this 7-day junket right in the middle of a shutdown, which shows that they really don't care about 800,000 government workers. They care about themselves and they care about stopping Trump. But it was also very, very funny.
Well, you would disagree with Lindsey Graham and what he said then. Here's what the senator from South Carolina.
Yes, I would. I totally
here's his quotes, Governor. One sophomoric response does not deserve another. Speaker Pelosi's threat to cancel the State of the Union is very irresponsible, blatantly political. President Trump denying Speaker Pelosi military travel to visit our troops in Afghanistan, our allies in Egypt and NATO is also inappropriate. Continue, Governor.
Well, I love Lindsey, but he's wrong. He's dead wrong about this for a couple of reasons. One, if you want to end the government shutdown, you cannot do it when the Speaker of the House, who has to call for a vote and who has to be involved in the negotiations, is gone for 7 days. That is going to absolutely prolong the shutdown. Lindsey is an institutionalist, and I understand that. Most legislators are. They want to defend their branch of government, and I get that. But this was not something that the troops overseas are dying to have. They can have that visit. They can take that wonderful excursion after they get the government back open. But it wasn't something that was pressing for them to do right now. And as the president said, if it's really this urgent for you, do what I do every day of the week. Get on a commercial flight. They go everywhere, including Afghanistan.
Okay. Ed Rollins writes this at foxnews.com. I'll just read you the headline, okay? If Trump thinks Pelosi will back down when he counterpunches, he's going to be very surprised. What do you think of that? And ultimately, who makes rather the next move, Governor?
Well, I've watched both of them fight. They're both good fighters. They're both experienced at fighting, and they both kind of enjoy it. But I've never seen anyone like Donald Trump when it comes to a person who, once he gets in the fight, he does not go over to the corner, ever. This is a guy who just keeps punching until the other side is either pummeled or just is tired of the battle. So, you know, if you want to ask me who do I bet on, that's an easy one. I would bet with the president on this one. And it's not about who wins the fight. Quite frankly, I'm disgusted with the whole thing. I want him to get the government back open. I want them to end this really ridiculous fight. We've spent more money in the government shutdown than the president was asking for in the original $5.7 billion.
You're right about that. I thought Brexit was confounding.
It's ridiculous.
We'll see the way we get out of this one. Sir, thank you for your time. Have a wonderful weekend.
Thanks.
Mike Huckabee, his reaction
You too,
on what's
Bill.
happening in D.C. Thanks.